Hey fans, fighters, subscribers and YouTubers, and welcome to the most spectacular fighting show on YouTube, Fighters That Will Always Be Remembered. This show includes documentary stories of famous boxers, UFC fighters and K1 fighters that left an undeletable trail in their sport and should always remain known and famous for their achievements. Please follow episodes, send your propositions to my Facebook, and make sure that your fighter gets the next story. Hello fans, welcome to one more episode of Fighters That Will Always Be Remembered. In today's episode, we talk about Badr Hari, the king of kickboxing, golden boy, he's a bad boy. No, he was known for a lot of nicknames, our golden boy Badr Hari. But let's start from the beginning. Badr Hari was born in Kenitra, Morocco on 8 December 1984. He had his nicknames. He also had a nickname Cobra, Devil Prince of Morocco. About nationality, it's a bit spectacular story, Moroccan and Dutch. We will talk about that in the continuing of the show. He is 6'6". He weighs around 110 to 120 kilograms. Division super heavyweight style kickboxing, Muay Thai. He switched few teams. Now in the Mike's gym. About Badr Hari, he has an impressive kickboxing record. 118 matches, 106 victories, by knockout 92, 12 losses, 8 losses by knockout. Badr Hari was born in Amsterdam. He began practicing kickboxing at the age of 7, under the guidance of former world champion Musid Akamrane. As a teenager, he trained a lot, and when Sitan Gym moved to Rotterdam, he joined famous Čekuriki Gym from Tom Harnik. Under Harnik, Hari developed into one of the greatest kickboxing talents of Netherlands. Badr Hari was fighting under the Dutch flag till he lost his match versus Stefan Leko in 2005. I'll talk about that match, but crowd was really bad to Badr Hari. They were asking the microphone. He asked it to say something to Dutch audience. Even his parents presented, but they were humiliating him. They were whistling. They were provoking him. And Badr Hari said, "I thought to myself, I have never witnessed such ungratefulness." From that day, Hari decided to represent Morocco and stopped working with Tom Harnik. Mike Passanier became his new coach. But let's talk about Badr Hari's kickboxing. He also has one MMA match that he lost from Edmund Skirsis about submission forearm choke. But this was his unsuccessful voyage to MMA, and now let's start about his K1 career. Interesting, but in first match in 2000, Badr Hari lost to Rocky Grandjean. He was, believe it or not, only 16 years old, and he lost via spinning heel kick in the first round. And this was really heavy defeat for Badr Hari. But what doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger, And this is a pure example of Badr Hari. After that, 2 victories in 2002 over Willi Schneider, Ahmet Lakus, and he also lost from Karim Rabet via decision. After that, in 2003, he won Ahmet Lakus again, TKO. Also won Denis Tribis, lost to Alexei Ignashov, KO via right cross. I got to say, in this fight, Badr Hari was a bit non-aware of what Alexei Ignashov could do. After that, won Anthony Hardong, Errol Paris, Aziz Katu, and his famous match versus Gokhan Saki. Versus Gokhan Saki, Badr Hari had a pure initiative in that match, but Gokhan Saki was a really tough opponent, a really good Turkey fighter, and this fight was something that you will remember for a lot time. Gokhan Saki was able to hold so many punishments. Way to go on. Badr Hari, one more victory. After that, victory over Gary Turner via decision, and amazing right hook KO versus Domagoj Ostojic. Amazing right hook KO. This is a KO we will remember forever. That cross really landed. Victory over Vitaly Kremenko, and 2005, 12th of June, and Stefan Leko won Badr Hari via spinning back mid kick. You know, this was really tough kick, and Badr Hari went lane, was unable to stand up, and referee had to stop the match. But after that, you know, Badr Hari changed to be a Moroccan fighter. You know, crowd was really bad to Badr Hari. They were humiliating him. And only, believe it or not, on 19th November, so short period after a KO, Badr Hari was able to revenge to Stefan Leko, and he knocked him out via spinning right heel kick. Oh, what a spinning right heel kick this was. Something for really Hall of Fame of K1. After that came few losses versus Petr Graham, KO via Rolling Thunder, KO right punch versus Ruslan Karayev. After that a victory streak, winning over Paul Slovinsky, Nicolas Petas, and revenge to Ruslan Karayev. The revenge to Ruslan Karayev knocked Ruslan Karayev out with a right cross. But you know what? There is something spectacular about those fights with Ruslan Karayev. Only first time Badr Hari was able to lose, but after that he was defeating over and over Ruslan Karayev. And again, a spectacular high kick KO versus Yusuke Fujimoto, Honolulu, United States, K1 World Grand Prix in Hawaii, 24th of April 2007. This is the day we will be remembered for a long time. And this high kick was really brutal. Badr Hari injured him heavily. And after that a revenge to Peter Graham via decision victory. Okay, but never mind. Winning Doug Winnie again in Seoul, Korea, and lost to Remy Bonjanski. Gotta say, Remy Bonjanski was a really hard opponent to Badr Hari. He was pretty much unable to defeat him. He had so many hard times versus him. Remy was just a guy that wasn't suitable for him. After a victory over Ray Sefo, so many strong hooks, so many strong punches. I mean, whenever I remember this match, I can only say one thing. Badr Hari was pure dominator in this fight. Ray Sefo was holding him in the clinch, going to the back, was in the corner pretty much. He was destined to lose this fight. I mean, you could see that from earth, from far, you could see that he will lose this fight. But Ray Sefo, I expected more from him in that fight. Gotta be honest, I expected more from him. After that, victory over Glaube Feitosa, again victory over Domagoj Ostojic. A left cross, only, believe it or not, only 19 seconds of the match. And left cross sent Domagoj Ostojic, really sent Domagoj Ostojic to the ground. And a spectacular victory over Hongman Choi, TKO corner stoppage. But you know what? To win a man that is 7 foot 3 inches tall, I mean, this is really spectacular even for Badr Hari, not to mention Mirko Krokap, one of my favorite fighters. Over victory over Peter Arts, also referee stoppage, and amazing right cross victory over Errol Zimmerman. I mean, Errol Zimmerman, oh man, this guy was really brutal. I mean, and Badr Hari, this was his fight. He really won that one. And a final versus Remy Bonjanski. You know, this is one of the reasons why they call Badr Hari bad boy. When Remy Bonjanski went down, he was tough. I mean, I cannot say he was tough. He was good opponent, but Badr Hari was really angry to Remy Bonjanski. He couldn't do anything to him. And when Remy Bonjanski went down, Badr Hari foot stomped him, and this was a red card to Badr Hari, as referee could say, and unfortunately Badr Hari lost. I was really sorry after that loss. I mean, Badr Hari could win, only if he didn't do this illegal kick, but this is him, he is a bad boy. I mean, many people said many things for him, but about that match I think Badr would won here. After that loss to Alistair Overeem, left hook KO, only 2 minutes passed, and left hook KO sent Badr Hari to the ground. After that, normal victory over Frederick Sinistra, KO with the right cross, and amazing victory over Sammy Shield. Oh man, whenever I remember that, Badr had all the heart of this world. 45 seconds to knock Sammy Shield out. I mean, you got to be an alien to do that, really. You got to be an alien, man. When someone says to me that, I say, oh man, this was Sammy Shield, 6 foot 1 inch tall, so strong guy, Kyokushin master. I mean, way to go, Badr Hari, for this KO, way to go. I was really thrilled with that KO. Again, victory over Zabit Samedov in the first fight of their trilogy. Really brutal right body shot, and Zabit Samedov lost his air. This was the end of the match. Winning Ruslan Karaev again KO via right hook, and revenge to Alistair Overeem. TKO, referee stoppage at 2 minutes 14 seconds, Yokohama, Japan. This fight was for the title versus Sammy Shield, but unfortunately Sammy Shield revenge to Badr Hari, unfortunately, and Badr Hari unfortunately lost this fight. This was TKO, ref stopped, 3 knockdowns, and unfortunately Badr lost. After that 2010 fight versus Murad Buzidi, amazing KO with the right uppercut, really amazing, and revenge to Alexei Ignashov. You know what? You can't owe anything to Badr Hari. I mean, he is a guy. He's like Phoenix. He'll remember that you owe him. He will show you. He will show you. Believe me, this guy will show you. This guy will eat you alive. After that, a victory over Hesdy George, or at least it should be a victory. But Badr Hari was insane there. I mean, what can I say? Disqualification, kick down the opponent. I mean, he really knocked his head out, but Hesdy George was on the ground. He was getting up and Badr kicked him straight to the face. One more reason why they called him bad boy, really. But here, I mean, Badr lost match that was won. Badr won this match, but unfortunately due to his stupidness, he was able to lose. I'm really sorry about that. Again, victory over Gregory Tony, Leon France, TKO victory, again victory over Gokhan Saki, also referee stoppage. Victory over Anderson Silva, Zabit Samedov on decision, and in the third part of that trilogy, Zabit Samedov won. In Moscow, Russia, he knocked Badr Hari out in second round. And Zabit Samedov has 1 victory, Badr has 2 victories, over Alexei Ignashov via decision, and Stefan Leko lost, despite he has German flag here, he lost via right cross after only few matches. You know, I'll talk later why Badr had so small number of matches in the part of this show. Fight versus Peter Graham, TKO victory, punches, and versus Arnold Oborotov. Really strong right body shot. Arnold Oborotov was just trying to survive this first round in Dubai, but he was unable to. You know, Badr strike, he was covering his head, and after one strong strike he attacked the stomach. Oborotov really had no chance. Only one more victory over Ismail Ondit, and unfortunately that would be pretty much everything. About titles, in 2002 he was Dutch Muay Thai champion, 2007 to 2008 K1 heavyweight champion, minus 100 kilograms, 2009 to 2010 plus 95, he was also champ, 2009 K1 World Grand Prix runner-up, 2004 GFC Fight Series 1 heavyweight tournament champion. But you know what? There is something about personal life with Badr Hari that always cannot be remained out of his career, unfortunately. He had so many incidents, and I'll talk about that. And an indictment was handed to Hari in his holding cell, which contained 9 criminal charges against Hari, 8 crimes of violence and 1 moving violation. The moving violations were really going through all the incidents he has, and even some psychologists were saying that he has narcissistic personality traits, he has really violent eruptions, and Hari said, "I'm able to explode at any moment when my brakes are off. It's just one big clump of explosion, chaos and noise. I became blind at all. Storm, a hurricane, a disaster. There just is a certain aggression inside of me, of which I don't know what to do and neither where it comes from. Generally, I'll tell about his fights now. 20 February 2010. Club Wing. The bouncer of Club Wing is assaulted by several perpetrators. He said one of them was Harry. 6 March 2010. Albert Kuip Market. Harry was driving his car in Albert Kuip Street, which was close to vehicle traffic. He has an accident with a pedestrian, severely injuring her leg. 1st to 29 July of 2011, Harry is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend Rosa in her apartment in Split Strat and destruction of her property. 17 July 2001, Club Air. Jeroen Vandenberg, the owner of the Club Air, and an Italian guest are assaulted. Jeroen suffers serious damage to his teeth due to a kick to the head. Badr Harry really showed him there. 2nd December 2011, Cool Down Cafe. Harry is caught on camera in the cafe assaulting Olivier, the stepbrother of his ex-girlfriend. 8th July, sensation-wide Dutch millionaire entrepreneur Koen Everink is severely assaulted at a dance event in the Amsterdam Arena. Everink suffered a broken nose and eye socket and a broken ankle, which required several surgical procedures. The public prosecutor stated that numerous witnesses have pointed the finger at Harry. 25th July 2012, taken into custody. Harry turned himself into the police in Amsterdam. He was taken into custody as a suspect for 6 cases. Later his detainment was prolonged for 90 days. He was in prison. He was afraid of SWAT team coming to his house. He also had one more incident with them when SWAT team entered his flat and found some substances that were used as a doping, but Badr Harry's lawyer said that these anabolic steroids and anapolon are not his substances and they belong to other people. So Harry was sentenced on 21st February 2014. A court in Amsterdam condemned him to jail for half year. His legal team filed an immediate appeal, as did the prosecution, which means that this is still ongoing. I just hope that Badr Hari will not go to the prison. I mean, he is really one of the best fighters I have ever seen. But unfortunately he had that other side. He had this dark part of his personality. And unfortunately, got to say, Badr Hari is really good fighter. He has really amazing potentials. I hope he will be staying champion for a really long period of time, and I hope he will be released. Never mind of what he did, but you know what? When someone attacks you, you got to defend yourself, you got to defend your family, you got to defend your girlfriend. I mean, this is just normal thing, normal regular thing. Unfortunately, this is law. You know, if Badr strikes, this is like a pill or a knife attacks you, and this is in many laws. So, I wish all the best to Badr Hari. I wish him win his next match, and I wish him be released, never going to prison again. I wish him stay a champion for a long period of time. I'm sure Badr Hari will be staying a champion for a really long period of time. One of the best K1 fighters I've ever seen. Also orthodox stance, but from orthodox stance a true killer. I hope this will be settled in the best way possible and Badr will be champ for a long period of time. So, this was our show of Badr Hari. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments and enjoy our next show. In our next show we will be talking about Yushin Okami and we will be having a special guest. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe us on YouTube. Send us your propositions to make sure to see your favorite fighter in this show. Thanks, and see you all in the next episode.